Kabwe District Commissioner Lennox Shimwambwa has taken stakeholders who included Habitat for Humanity Zambia, DAP, and Strong Minds on a conducted tour of some intervention areas that government with its partners have employed to reduce lead exposure. This is in a bid to show some of government's strides in making Kabwe lead-free.
Appreciate all our partners, Enviro Africa, DAP, our colleagues Habitat for Humanity who have been supporting government for the longest time. I think this story of lead, we know that Kabwe district was highly affected because of the mining operation in the early 1900s. I think the tour that we have done shows credence to the progress that we have made. We know that we have a canal, almost 9.6 kilometer canal, which has been where concrete has been placed at the base and on the sides. This is an area where toxic material was being pushed away from the mining operation. This had contact with the kids, the youth, and some women before. So this has been done 9.6 kilometers from the $10 million support that came from the World Bank.
The company managing operations at the dam site famously called Black Mountain have enclosed it to deter scavenging and mechanize their operations. The district commissioner says those who used to scavenge at the dam site have been given alternative livelihoods.
Families away from that unsustainable livelihood that they had of picking lead material. So there's a program we ran which we are calling Alternative Livelihood Program, maybe to specifically respond to how you can enhance the sustainability of the households. So we put in, there was a 15 million that was put into to help families begin a new life, so to speak. So the cooperatives were formed. I think about 30 cooperatives benefited from 15 million kwacha. Now our mothers and youth now are doing different things. They're now trading at the market. Some are doing business, cross-border business, and so on and so on.
The local authority is also up to the task to ensure dust emissions from the operations are suppressed.
The first one is when you look at the paving here, we've only paved the surroundings where the houses are found. Yes. But a further enhancement will be paving the roads. Okay. Yeah, the paving of the roads. And this we're going to do, the sustainability plan versus using CDF. Yeah, so like this mentioned, we're getting paving machines which are going to help us to be able to produce our own pavers and do the paving. So especially in the areas that are hotspots, those are our primary targets.
Health officials say expanded screening programs are helping detect and manage lead exposure early.
It is one of the 5 facilities that are in our hotspot areas. The uniqueness about this facility, it houses this state-of-the-art ICP-MS machine. We call it the inductively coupled mass spectrometry machine, or in short ICP-MS. Yeah, so this is a state-of-the-art equipment that is able to test blood lead levels. It's the only machine that we have in the district and in the province. So the issues of lead, we are also using what we call the One Health approach. It's not a problem for Ministry of Health. That's why you've seen different partners available with us. So Strong Mind, we also now have DAP, who are key stakeholders, and other government departments involved, being coordinated by our district commissioner in our fight against lead. So as a department, we recognize the importance of lead in Kabwe. We are a unique district, and as such, when the ZEMRE project ended somewhere in December 2024, we started a program that we are calling lead prevention and treatment, lead exposure prevention and treatment. This is just like any other program that we have under the ministry. We have a malaria program, HIV, TB program. So even for lead, we have a unique program. So under this program, we have 5 facilities that are treatment centers. These facilities are located in all the 5 hotspot areas, but a patient can walk in any facility in Kabwe and their sample will be collected, and through our courier system, it will be referred here, tested, and then results communicated to the patient. If they require treatment, we are able to treat. Over the past 2 years, we've tested over 3,700 patients, with the positivity rate just being at about 8.1%. So we call there are various levels of lead. We start treatment at 45 micrograms per deciliter and above. So those we tested who required treatment, whose blood lead levels were above 45 micrograms, they're just at about 8.1%. So all those patients have been successfully treated. Now, I must emphasize that lead doesn't have unique symptoms, and you find that majority of the patients that we get don't have any symptoms. They are non-symptomatic. So as our clinicians are screening patients, they walk in a facility, they suspect lead, blood samples are collected and then referred to this lab for testing. And then if they meet the criteria for treatment, then we initiate a treatment.
The partners say most of the cases coming through for counseling are related to lead exposure anxieties.
That have to do with mental health, and looking at the issues around lead, our focus is to ensure that the anxiety that comes up from the communities and the challenges that community members have that have to do with depression and anxiety, we are there to offer group therapy and to direct them in the group support of which facilities they can go to for treatment, as well as to get tested if they are anxious at all in terms of their lead levels. But for the other facilities we're operating in, we rarely encounter those challenges, but only for Makululu, Choa and Kasanda, we find a few clients that are anxious and depressed in the worry of them to be affected with lead. But because there are a lot of facilities like Kasanda, railway surgery, where they can get treatment and get tested, those are the facilities that we support them with to ensure that they get tested and treated.
The district commissioner later had this appeal
to all the donors that please let's portray the correct picture. Let's not over-exaggerate. Some of the media, international media houses, they want to portray a very negative picture so that support does not come to the country. I don't think that is right. Myself as district commissioner has been working very hard with our colleagues from health, our colleagues from the local authority, to ensure that we create a very healthy environment in this district. Progress has been made. We can do more. Yes, we can do more. But the last 4 years, I think, has been heavily concentrated on trying to make sure that the health of our people is protected. I keep talking about the budget support from government. In 2021, 1.5 billion kwacha is what was coming in the yellow book in terms of support towards health. Today, we're talking about in excess of 6 billion kwacha. That is tremendous. All this is meant to ease the lives of the people, because if you're going to have a productive nation, you've got to invest in health, invest in education. Just 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we received our 2 ambulances.
Pale Monica go clean, and then tapale bana dust. Yeah, so I'm happy about this. Pale bana like dust sana. Pale Monica na green sana. Nefia and carry from sana. Yeah, there's traffic because.
It looks clean and there is no dust. We used to find a lot of dust in homes, but not anymore.
These efforts being put in by government and its cooperating partners will surely help bring an end to lead exposure in Kabwe.